The ugly whitecoats wanna rule the world. Hi, I'm an ugly whitecoat. I'm here to tell you today that the chemicals that we have been manufacturing from crude oil products and other synthetic and various toxic rot that we do not want to have to pay to dispose of in any other place. And we're not allowed to, our chemical factories are not allowed to just sort of dump them anywhere. So we have found a really good way to dispose of these chemicals. We have bottled them in shampoos. We've dressed them up with wonderful smells that trick people into thinking these are nice things like flowers. Unfortunately, there's some people out there who feel that the chemicals are not working for them. So the chemicals start doing things like burning their scalp or causing their skin to blister, or that they feel when a person walks past them with this chemical on that it stings their eyes or causes them to not be able to breathe properly, or stings their breathing trachea. What? Anyway, I am putting it to you that it is very important that you keep pouring these chemicals on your head and so forth, because if we don't have people pouring chemicals, harsh chemicals, and by that I mean chemicals that you would not want to eat. There are numerous chemicals that we find in ground, like crude oil and coal tar and uranium and so forth, that people probably don't want to be eating too much of, right? However, we can incrementally over time, we have found to be able to get the population to take our toxic waste, pay for it, and call it hygiene and cleaning. So the whole idea of mental hygiene that us ugly whitecoats have put forth to the public has worked fantastically, like magic. We have been able to procure sponsorship from mining companies in order to use their slurry for personal products. And we are not going to be putting up with people complaining about this, because we don't want to stop this any other time soon. We don't have any other solution to it. Gosh, I mean, yes, it can hurt people, and yes, that's true. That's true. But there's a lot of money at stake here, and that's really where it counts. Besides, we can market things and say, well, crude oil is natural, so we call it natural. All natural products. It's a bit devious, isn't it, though? Because nobody really should be smelling like an oil rig. But the thing is, they don't smell like that because it's got the trick with it, which is the trick is the fume or perfume, which is sends its spray out. So that's the immediate thing you smell, unless you're one of these people that detect the sting of the actual toxic chemical that you don't want to be around. Now, most people learn to block out that feeling of harm that is being caused to them. So they are being harmed, but they don't feel it. And when people are being harmed and they don't feel it, you know what matters? And we can make a little bit of, well, not a little bit, a lot of money. So, yes, that's the way it is. it's not likely to change. I mean, sure, people are dying from this. Yes, we're not going to acknowledge that. We're just going to keep saying, well, these are trusted products, and people have been using them for around 100 years for personal hygiene, and we'll emphasize the hygiene. In the same ways, and then say, well, you know, these people with genetic flaws that can't tolerate toxic substances, you know, they're the problem. We need to zap their genes so they can tolerate toxins better. Yes, so we were very devious. Look, maybe the human race will evolve eventually to be able to tolerate these things. I'm not sure. Well, maybe just some will die out, some won't. I mean, maybe. Do we want to live in a toxic place? Well, it's the way it's going. What can we do? That's the wheel. That's the way the wheel's turning, and it seems to be going backwards, doesn't it? Never mind. The money is going forward. The money is going forward. The ugly white coats wanna rule the world.